So this is Harmonie Park, where the intervention happens, and it's a pretty extraordinary environment in the city. Its scale already works like a small theater, but it's porous, it's a landscape. You can just wander in and find out what's happening. The programming is absolutely amazing. It's vivacious, it's diverse. There's salsa music or jazz or world music or dancing, and you're not really sure what you might encounter there. And then it brings together multiple publics into this collective environment that calibrates both architecture and landscape, art and performance in a single venue. And that's pretty amazing for an urban scenario, and I think it's an amazing asset for Detroit. My name is Anya Sirota, and I'm an architect. I am the co-principal of Akuaiki, and I teach at Taubman College at the University of Michigan in the architecture department. We're so excited because this year we're working on an installation for a public space in collaboration with an artist named Dabbles. So we're working together to create an unprecedented collaborative venue for surprising spatial effects, social spaces, iconography, places to take photos. So last year, the installation was called The Very Thought of You. And it was our very first intervention in this park, where we basically brought a ballroom into the park to serve as the scenography for all of the amazing cultural programming that was happening there. This year, we're being a little bit more courageous, and we're using new materials and new ways of making that involve wood, audacious paint, reflective surfaces, a little sparkle, a little glitter. So we're trying to create a very saturated, very inviting, very graphically powerful environment. So if you enjoyed last year's installation, this one is just going to be a little bit more and a little bit more meatier and more Detroit-centric. So in our practice, what we work on when we do installations is how do we create an environment that facilitates social activity, but that surprises people in unconventional ways of imagining urban space. So for us, when we think about people using a space like this, we think both about the performers, people who are producing the programming over the course of the summer. So what our architecture does is just augment the visibility of that programming and create a space that people can identify with. That's why we do these kinds of interventions. They can be renewed every year. Every year someone can find something exciting and new about the space, but the programming is really the driver that brings people in contact with this kind of park and its programming at the Carr Center. So I think it's an amazing asset, both for the Carr Center, but also for downtown Detroit.